Hello and welcome to World of Flavor with me, James Strange. Today we're going to be making a wonderful spicy soup from Korea called Yuk Gae Jang. Now, one of the main ingredients for Yuk Gae Jang is beef, and today we're going to be using 1 kilo of beef brisket. As you can see, I've already trimmed it off. Sometimes you can find it in the market already trimmed. But anyway, we're going to put our brisket in here, and we're also going to put it in here with some bones. Normally I use about half a kilo of bones, or a ratio of 1 pound or 1 kilo of meat, half a kilo of bones. But today I have 700 grams of bones. These happen to be beef neck bones, and they have a lot of flavor, and they're going to really help make our soup really nice. But what we're going to have to do first thing is we're going to take and we're going to soak our meat and our bones in cold water for about 1 hour. After our meat's finished soaking, we're going to pour off all the water, and then we're going to wash the meat. We'll wash the pot. We'll refill it with water, put it on the stove. We'll bring it up to a boil, and then we'll boil that for about 15 minutes. Once it's boiled for the time, we're going to dump out the water. We're going to wash the bones, wash the pot, put it back on the stove, put everything back in there. And we're going to add some ginger. That's about a 35-gram piece of ginger. We'll put that in there. We're going to fill it up with water, and then we're going to bring it up to a boil, and we're going to boil this for about 2 hours until the meat's tender. For our kosari, we soak this in water overnight. That's to help soften it up. You put cold water in there, and you're going to put it in a pot, and we let it boil for about anywhere from 30 minutes to 3 hours until it gets tender. But it has to be tender before you take it out. Once it gets tender, you can take it out, rinse it off in cold water to stop the cooking process. So let's mix up our seasoning mix. I've got 45 milliliters of soy sauce. I got 30 milliliters of sesame oil. I've got 5 grams of red chili powder. I've got 20 grams of red chili flakes. Make it nice and spicy. We got 50 grams of mixed garlic, 5 grams of coarse sea salt, and just a little bit of black pepper. For our green onions, we're going to take and we're going to slice them right down the middle, and then we're going to cut them into pieces like this, nice big pieces. We're going to take our onion. We're going to cut it in half, and then we're just going to slice it into where it comes out, and it comes out into slices. Our shiitake mushrooms have been soaking in cold water for about an hour, and we're going to slice them up. And we'll take our kosari, and we're going to cut this into pieces as well. Now we're going to take a chopstick and we're going to poke our meat and see if it's tender. It goes through pretty easy, so I think this is nice and tender, and that's what we want. So we're going to take our meat out and we're going to put it into an ice bath and cool it down so that we can work with it. I'd hate to burn my fingers. Now we're also going to take the bones and everything else out and cool them as well. Now we're going to take our meat, we're going to slice it in half. And then we're going to pull this off in shreds. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for shreds that come off like that. That looks pretty in the soup. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit of sesame oil, about a tablespoon. We're going to take our seasoning mix here, and we're going to fry this in this oil. Alright, that's been 2-3 minutes. We're going to go ahead and put our onions in. Put our shiitakes and our kosari in. And we'll stir this up for a couple minutes. Down quite a bit. Sorry about the noise. Put our beef in here. Mix this up. We'll put our stock back in here. And we're going to add a little bit more soy sauce into the soup. One more. Alright, so after this comes back to a boil, you just want to let it boil for just a few minutes. It doesn't have to boil very long. So what we're going to do, got some eggs, a little bit of salt, just a pinch of salt, all we're going to need. Poke our eggs, mix them just a little bit. We don't want to beat them completely up. That's good right there. There we go. Now, and we'll let this cook for about 2 more minutes. So now we're going to put this in our bowl. So, how does it taste? Nice spicy soup.